All right, guys, I am going to do a really quick training on how to find your first 10 people. I know when you're brand new, you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know anyone. I don't know where to start. Who do I message? I don't want to sound weird. Honestly, we all felt that way at the beginning. So I'm just going to give you some really quick tips on how you can start some really great conversations with people. And the first tip I'm going to give you is that posting and hoping doesn't work. So yes, you can put up, before and afters. That'll help attract some people, but it's a really passive way of just putting up a flyer basically and hoping the right people are going to comment. In order for you to move quickly and to be able to help people get started on some amazing products or the business opportunity, the most effective thing to do is to send out a few messages. So you're like, who do I message first? These are people in your trust circle. So think of, your best friends, those supportive people. Maybe it's your family, maybe it's your sister. These are the people that are in your trust circle. They are the people that are most likely going to say yes and most likely want to support you. So start off with a list. Just brain dump. Open up your phone. You could maybe go to Facebook or Instagram and just go to all of your contacts on there and start writing names down. Maybe it's the contacts in your phone. Just start on the A's and then start going. Just make yourself a list. Or else you're just scrolling and you'll get lost if you literally put 5-minute timer, at most 10 minutes, and just brain dump a whole bunch of names. It's also great to have this list because you're going to need to follow up with people. So when we have one of our promotions, isn't it really simple to go back to your list and say, oh yes, there is, Amanda, June, and Frank all said that they were interested in to message them with future promos. So making a list is critical. And again, you're going to put the people that you know, that you love. These are all the people that most likely are going to say yes. So again, think of the people that are already doing the type of things that you're looking for. So maybe they're already investing in really high-end beauty. Maybe they're doing Botox. Maybe they're doing fillers. Maybe they're getting their hair and their nails done on a regular basis. These are the people that are more likely to buy. Maybe on the health side, who are the people that are joining, the Biggest Loser type things all the time, the people that are going to the gym, the people that are going to classes, the people that are, hungry for that active, healthy lifestyle. Those are the people that are most likely going to say yes right away. And notice I said right away, because it usually takes upwards of 5 to 10 impressions before someone makes a purchase. So even think about it yourself. When you go to the store and you're going to buy, say, a dress, you look at it on the rack, you might touch it, you might feel it, you might walk past it, you might come back to it, you might leave and go to another store and then come back and be like, no, I really like that dress, and then you try it on and you look in the mirror about 6 times. It's a process before you actually invest in that dress. This is exactly the same. So number 1, start with a list. Number 2, think about why you're doing this business, because people will buy why you're selling something, not necessarily that you're selling it. So any of the moms that are on this call, think of all of those people that buy your chocolate almonds or your Girl Guide cookies, all of those things for your kids, because they know that that's going to help them be in their activities. So sit down. There is a why exercise on our site, and get down to why you do this business. At the core heart of it, what is this opportunity going to do for you? What does that extra $500 mean? And then let people know. So you can put up a post on social media, and you can actually pin, on Facebook, for example, you can pin that post to the top. TikTok's the same. You can pin a post and just have a really heartfelt, hey, I don't know if you know, but I run this amazing virtual beauty and wellness business, and the reason I do it is because. And just get really real and gritty, and just have that sitting maybe right beside your computer, or maybe it's in the front of one of your notebooks, so that when you're talking to people, you can always be attached to that why, and that why will change. Another biggest tip I can give you is really focus on what you want to promote, especially when you're beginning, and then carry on with that. So if you want to run with collagen, then I would just focus on collagen until you get very comfortable. If you want to focus on running like a weight loss challenge and you want to really promote weight loss on your page, start with that and then just get really comfortable with it. You don't want to confuse the message with putting different stuff up all the time, right? Marketing 101, have a very clear message, and you're going to be marketing to those individuals because this is a marketing business, right? So I typically recommend that people are using their stories as well as their profile. Stories get way more exposure, videos get way more exposure, and really focus on that. Like make your social media your branding. It's your advertising. Think of it that way with everything that you're posting. Now that you've made the decision, whether it's natural beauty or maybe it's weight management that you're going to go with, now just start messaging people and just be real, right? Like send out a message to 10 to 20 people. Hey, I'm feeling a little fluffy. I'm going to be doing this 30-day cleanse to drop some weight. I thought that you would be interested as well. Right? Simple. Hey, do you use collagen? Really simple. Really simple. And we do have some scripts that you can use on our site as well. Maybe you want to lead with the business. Message 10 to 20 people. These are the people that you would love to work with, right? Like think if you were starting a brick and mortar business, who would be your front desk staff? Who would be your people in sales? Who would be your people in marketing? Who would be the people, that are accounting? They're great with numbers and they're great with money. You could literally just message those people and be like, hey, have you ever ran a home-based business or an online business before? It starts the conversation, right? Another great tool is using our team prospecting groups. So these are both set up. So we have the goal diggers and then we also have the glow up and grow groups. One, again, weight management, one natural beauty. We don't cross over. We keep them very specific. They're already preloaded with questions. So if you want to be very passive and just blindly add everyone on your Facebook list and see who pops up, really simple way. I create consultants, help people get their boxes paid for very simply that way. And leveling up is just taking it another step up and actually messaging people after that invite and say, hey, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but I sent you an invite to a collagen group that I run. And then you just lead with your example right there. Do you use collagen? Do you love collagen? Are you married to your skincare? Right? So you're just starting conversations, but you're letting them know that you invited them. Again, this is the same as posting and hoping. Just sending out random invites, whether it be a Facebook event or to a group or what have you, it doesn't work. You always need to follow up with a conversation. This is a business of getting really, really good at making friends and making conversations start. Another tip, and again, this is passive, but I always have it on the side as well, is advertise your business opportunity. Again, if you're a fitness instructor and you were starting new classes, or maybe you're opening up a new craft store on the corner, you would put out an advertisement, right? So there is tons of free options that it's like, Kijiji or Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace. You can put up an ad. Right? Again, promos. Isogenics has promos all the time. Why not put up an ad every time there's promos? I've enrolled a ton of product users and actually found a couple business interested people from doing some Facebook Marketplace posts when I moved to the city that I'm now in. So it is a really, really great way to promote your business and promote a sale. That's what these are used for. One caveat to that is that you are not able to sell health products on Facebook. So just be creative. I usually just use a before and after, or maybe a picture of a pack. And I don't do a whole lot of explaining to bring up the trigger words of like protein powders and things like that would trigger that it's a health product. So just be vague. Let the picture do its talking. I have huge success doing that. So this is the next part of when you're posting on social media. So like I talked about before, in your stories and on your page, you need to follow up. So don't just post and hope, follow up. So every like and comment, you should be inboxing them to start the conversation. And that could be as simple as, hey, I noticed that you're interested in my post about collagen. Hey, I noticed that you were interested in the before and after of Wendy who dropped 50 pounds. Right? I'm assuming if you like or comment that you are interested. And just at minimum, you want to message people and thank them for supporting your business. A lot of people don't realize a like and a comment goes a long way. It helps push it out on social media. Same thing with your stories. You can see who watched your stories. So go back to them. Also in groups, you can see who saw your post. So go back and message them. Say, hey, I saw that you were checking out my post about collagen. It's always a follow-up. Always a follow-up. So you make a post and then you work the post. Does that make sense? Engagement increases the more that your post is engaged with. So don't forget that when you do put up one of your business posts, do send out on a message asking some of your teammates, I usually pick 5 to 7 people, saying, hey, I just put up a business post. Can you please like and comment? Again, the busier a post gets right away, the more it pushes out onto social media and out onto people's pages. So another great way is to put polls. So in your stories, the yes or no polls, make them really interesting. You want people to engage. The more engagement, the more exposure. The other number one tip I can give you, especially since we haven't been able to people for a really long time, is having parties at your home. Or even if you have a couple people you're going to collaborate with, and do it at like a pub or one of our formal Isogenics events, a Super Saturday. You don't have to be an Isogenics top income earner to run one of those. I have ran them from day one. So I have always had launch parties at my house. I call them meetup groups, collagen and cocktails. I've had a whole host of different ways to do it. Sometimes I'll do a fitness class and do it afterwards, do the product talk afterwards. There's other times that I used to do, what did I call it? Wine, women, and business. I'd invite women over to my house to learn about network marketing. And have a bottle of wine. Actually, a bunch of them would actually show up with a bottle of wine as a gift. So it was awesome. These are great. And would you not all agree that sitting around and having a glass of wine or having or sharing food around your island, like I literally would do it in my kitchen, it's just a really fun way to grow your business. So I recommend when you're new and also consistently always have some type of if you want to call it a launch party or a meetup group or whatever you want to call it, always have one at your home. Vendor tables are also great. So everywhere has, weekly markets. There could be big trade shows. All of those things are really, really great ways. The only thing with the trade show is you got to wait for them to come up, right? So if you're trying to find your first 10 people, this is usually your first week. Referrals. So when somebody gives you not right now, I'm not interested, don't be afraid to ask for the referral and literally say that. I understand. I didn't expect that you would jump on board right away with a new business. Would you do me a favor? Anytime that you run into somebody that's looking for, a health solution, or maybe they're looking for a new skincare regimen, or maybe they want to make money from home, would you introduce them to me in a message? I would greatly appreciate it. My business relies on word of mouth and referrals. It's the number one way that people can support my business. Very easy, right? Also, you could start that conversation. And I did this when we had our big, huge wildfire in Fort McMurray, and I was displaced. I was homeless. I had no job. I literally had my dogs and a backpack full of clothes. I messaged all of my very close friends and family and said, hey, things just got really real in my life, and this income is my only income right now. Would you do me a favor? Anytime that you see one of my business posts go up, would you mind liking and commenting? If you want, anyone who's interested, maybe tag them on the post. Or again, when you're having conversations with people, if they're mentioning anything when it comes to their health or their beauty regimen, would you mind, recommending me, and then, just introducing me? An introduction goes a long way. I sent that out to everybody. And I also added, a lot of them were already my customers, but if they weren't, say like, would you be open to taking a look, because this income is what I'm relying on? And again, insert your why. People generally will say yes when they know why it's important to you and that you're serious about it. Another couple ideas that I can give you for posts, again, is about engagement. People really, really love to give their opinions on things. So think of the type of questions that you could put out there that are going to get people interacting, that are your type of people that you would want in your business, whether it be from a business partner perspective or maybe a product user. So you could put up questions like, who uses collagen, right? Who suffers from hair loss? Who's got, 11s, right? So the little lines here. Who does Botox? Who uses protein powder? Who runs an online business? Who's lost their job in the past couple years? This has worked. One of the top income earners here in Canada, she found one of her biggest business builders. It sounds so hokey, but it works. She put up something to the effect of, who is looking to, who wants to make $500 next week online working from your phone? I have one position to fill. It must be filled by Friday. She put up a post similar like that. She found she hit executive. She lives in another city, and it worked, right? It worked. Again, Isogenics always has crazy promotions. Like the trip to Fiji that I've earned, Puerto Vallarta, all of these, I've always put these up. Who wants to earn a free trip to Mexico with me? Who wants to earn a free trip to Fiji, right? Who wants, it could be even smaller. Who wants $90 of free products and $200 cash, right? Like it could be any type of promotion that's out there. Ask the question and people will be like, me. You see them all the time. And I'm sure you guys are all nodding your heads right now. In all of these Facebook groups, you probably see posts of people putting things up like that. Who wants to, or who has, right? Just come up with some questions. I'm going to give you one other idea. Again, we have tons of scripts that are loaded in the website, but this is a great way to open a conversation if you're ready to lead with the business. Again, going back to your list, who are those 10 to 20 people that would be awesome to build a business with? And you could reach out to them and just be totally straight up. Hey, I think you'd be amazing at doing what I do, and I can't think that we might have some great synergy in business. Would you be open to taking a look? I think together we could smash it. Right? That's just being just like a friend. If you had an opening at your job that you absolutely love, would you not invite your closest friends? Would it, again, if it was commission based and that you guys got to earn trips and money and all of this working together, would you not message like the people that are, the hustlers, the people that are like badass and they're driven and, self-managed and self-motivated? Those are the people you'd want to partner with, because together you guys could earn even more. You could impact even more. You could help even more people. So I hope that's helpful. Literally the only way to get good at this and to, have enrollments is to just talk to a number of people. Don't worry about having the best Instagram, the best TikTok. Don't worry about saying or posting the right thing. The only reason that I have enrolled over 700 people is because I just talk to that many people and I consistently talk to that many people. So have fun with it, guys. Don't forget you can link your upline in for help at any time, whether it be adding them to a conversation, booking a 3-way call, sending them a screenshot. That is really the best way to learn. Do not stress out about it. You cannot say the wrong thing to the right person.